don't know who phone this is. I can tell y'all some stories that are so unreal, that are so, they will sound fictional, the things that I went through spiritually in my marriage. I can tell y'all stories that you would probably think I'm lying. You understand what I'm saying? But that's for another day. But I will say, everything that I went through in my marriage, it established me as a woman women who feel as though we're untouchable or what we're doing is impossible or that they can't do it. What we're doing, like Visha said and Malika said, I don't even have a high school diploma. They put me out in 10th grade for fighting. But my point is, that didn't stop me from becoming a millionaire. That didn't stop me from doing what I needed to do. You know what I'm saying? So I would allow a woman to know that it wasn't just, oh, she's fucking a rapper, or she married a rapper. No, because my husband, as y'all know, was off the chain, first of all. But second of all, he was a rapper. He didn't know. What I wanted to do was, I wanted to do fashion. I wanted to do these things, but he didn't know how to tell me how to do that. He didn't know all he had was money, and money without resources ain't nothing. You understand what I'm saying? So I had to figure out how I was going to step outside of his shadow and become my own woman, so that people won't say, oh, that's Waka Flocka wife, that's Tammy Rivera. So it took me a long time to do that, and watching Risha, a lot of people don't know, I worked in her boutique when I was 13 years old. Yeah. Yes, I was 13 years old. She said, oh, you cute, you can dress, you want a job? I said, hell yeah. So she gave me a job, and I worked for her up until, off and on, because she fired me a few times, up until I was like 17 years old. And she was 23 when she opened the boutique, and back then, 20. She was 20, and back then, I was 13, so back then there wasn't no Instagram boutiques. There wasn't none of those things. No one was doing that. So I always knew, okay, this is what I aspired to be. This is what I want to be. So this tour really was, I wanted a lot of girls out here to know that it ain't nothing that I'm doing or none of these ladies on the stage doing that you can't do. There's another thing that I felt this tour was really needed, because a lot of women, and I'm going to be straight up, get on Instagram, they show everything they have, every bag, every shoe, all the money, and that's all great. But it makes other women feel insecure. If you're not telling these women, as you're showing them these beautiful and glamorous things, this is what I had to go through to get this, or this is what you can do, then it's kind of obsolete. A lot of women don't like to pull other women up. I don't know why. It's always a battle of, oh, I got this. I'm not going to give you my vendor because this is my vendor and she going to try to steal my vendor. No, because what God got for me is for me. And what God got for you is for you. And what you need, I don't ship. So it don't matter. I can give you every vendor I have and I'm still going to make money. And guess what? God blesses you when you bless others. So if you want to be a boss, if you want to have your own boutique, if you want to have your own business, if you want to be a doctor, just know you're not going to be able to succeed being stingy and without sharing. So I wanted this tour so that every woman out there can share their jewels and their struggles and be transparent and tell the truth and not lie and not boast and not flash. Yeah, everyone looks great. Everyone has their cute shoes in their bags, and that's all fine and dandy, but we ain't here for that today. So this tour, I want everyone in this tour to tell them the truth of how you struggle, how you got to this, where you came from. Be very transparent, and don't be afraid to take this in. Don't be too arrogant to listen, because guess what? At the end of this panel, we're gonna ask y'all questions, and I want to know everything that y'all have to say to me. So that's why I started this tour.
But catch the whole jewel. She started the tour, but y'all know y'all can start the tour too, right?
And I'm a support.
That's right. You can do the tour too. There's enough women in here, you can network with each other. Y'all can level up together. Trust me, there's strength in numbers. So don't leave here with the same people you came with. No, leave with them, but get some other numbers. That's what you know. And the hands in the system, ain't telling. But you know, we be trying to act like, and it's not acting like we grand or too fly, but a lot of us, we shy. We want to be like, sis, this new shoes is lit. When you get them, I don't want to ask because I don't want to be too jello. I don't want to be too hype. Bitch ass, because I'm an ass. Who did your braids, sis? They start from the scalp. Yes, that's what I'm going to ask. I'm like, who did your braids? thing is lit from the front. I don't want my ponytail back here. I want it up here. Since your baby hairs are late, matter of fact, before we ask the next question, give your sister next to you a compliment. Matter of fact, go to a stranger and give them a compliment. Because you know sis already. Go to somebody you don't know right quick, or I get these questions in order, and give somebody you don't know a compliment. Watch how better you feel. Huh? Hey sis, your glasses ain't foggy. That's my sister for real. Yes. Don't you feel better? You bet you a stranger today. But that's your sister. So let's go to Star. Yes. Maybe that big hair's popping. Star. All right, sis. You don't take that long to say hey. Somebody must ask, you got $20 on you? Because I asked, you got 20 on you? That's my car. I'm looking at the kids. Star. We about to move on to the next question. Let's simmer down. We'll wait for y'all. Nothing else to do tonight. But go to the walk, the party. That's what we gonna drop it like it's hot. So we gonna be litty and churchy in here. But we going to walk with Tammy after. We y'all flex, bitch, because we battling. I'm going to do my Megan Thee Stallion knees. Star, now that you're established, what advice would you go back and give your younger self?
Wow, that's a great one.
Take your time.
What would you tell your younger self? And you think of that question too. Let that marinate.
Hey everybody. So I'm a little nervous. I don't do public speaking or anything like that. But what would I tell my younger self?
Think about it.
Speak truthfully.
It's okay.
It's you. This is for you. Man. This is your story. Can't nobody tell your story but you. If you got a crybaby, tell me to. Let's give us some love, y'all. That's our story.
Okay, with it.
Take your time.
Come on. Go ahead. You want to help you? You got to set somebody down and talk.
And this is why it's going to empower me. You see how we here to help each other. That's what this is about. This is her story, and only she can tell her story.
So, I would tell my youngest, well, a lot of y'all don't know, but some people do know. I was incarcerated. I was sentenced to 9 years in prison. I did time away from my daughter, my family. I lost my grandmother who raised me while I was in prison. I lost my daughter's father while I was in prison. I lost my best friend while I was in prison. I felt like I didn't have anybody. The lifestyle I was living, I was younger, I was chasing the wrong things. I was chasing street niggas. I was chasing drug dealers. Whoever had the most money, that's who I wanted to be with. I ended up with one of the biggest street niggas in the streets. And I got accustomed to live to a certain way of living. I got accustomed to a certain way of living, the cars, the clothes, the diamonds, the flashiness. I got accustomed to that. And then he was arrested. And when he was arrested, I didn't have anything. I didn't have nothing. I couldn't maintain the same lifestyle that I was living when he was around. So I started doing things that I had no business doing to maintain that lifestyle. But like you said, yes, the addiction of it. It's more than one way you can be addicted to drugs. You can be addicted by being a user. You can be addicted by being someone who deals and sells drugs because you're addicted to the money. You're addicted to the fast lifestyle. You're addicted to all of those things. I wasn't able to maintain that type of lifestyle, so I started doing things that I had no business doing to maintain that lifestyle. If I wanted the nice outfit, I would go in the store and I would snatch that outfit. If I wanted the nice bag, I would go in the store and snatch that bag. Whatever I wanted, I did what I had to do and I got it. Yes. And I ended up in prison. And that's the worst feeling in the world. To be away from your family, to be away from your child, to be away from those who really, really love you. And then to see all the ones that you thought loved you turn their back on you. I had nobody when I was locked up. I had my sister, I had my daughter, and I had my grandmother, and that's it. My immediate family, but everybody who I ran the streets with, nobody was there for me. I had nobody to call. I was all alone. It's just not a good feeling, and I don't wish that on any young girl in here. I don't wish that on anybody in here. I don't wish prison on my worst enemy. That's not anywhere nobody would want to be. One of the things that I did when I was in prison, I studied cosmetology. I went to college. I took trades. I was on a dance ministry. I was on a choir. I got close to God. That's where I got my relationship with God. I got baptized. Before I was released, we took a class, and it was a class for people that was ready to be released from prison. We had to write out our 5-year goals. My 5-year goal when I first came home was to get a job at Mac, was to get a car, was to get my own apartment, and then eventually own my own business and get married and have a family. The first year I came home, I overachieved that list. My first year home, I had 3 stores. I had my own place. Everything I said I was going to do, I did. That's how determined I was. So, my advice to you is to follow your dreams. Don't get caught up in the streets. Don't get caught up in all the flashy, everything that looks good. Everything that glitter is not gold. Everything that glitter is not gold. Follow your dreams. Go to school. Go to college. I didn't go to college, but I wish I did. And I pushed my daughter to go to college and get a degree because that's something that I didn't do. And I want to see her do that. And I want to see all of y'all do that. I want to see everybody succeed. I want to see all of us live the right way. We do not need a man. We do not need a man to be what we need to be. We can do it on our own. It just takes a lot of hard work, dedication. You gotta grind. And that's it.
A little bit. Look at God, he done upgraded us to a cordless mic. Put your hands together. This a new sponge? This a new sponge? You don't know what the saints have been. But y'all don't want a bum bump. You know what a bum bump. Tracy, if you could tell your younger self anything, what would it be? That's a tough one, but I was so caught up in Star, my baby sister. I would say not to allow a man to beat me. Yeah. I got married very young to a guy who was an athlete, so I was very impressed. I thought I was honored to have him. We came to Baltimore because at the time we had the Wizards, so he was looking to be traded. Well, it was the Bullets at the time. And we went to the harbor and we were walking around and this guy started flirting with me. As he was talking to a recruiter, he was talking to a recruiter from the Bullets and I was walking ahead of him. And a guy got between us, didn't know we were together. So he started flirting with me and I ignored him. We got to the parking garage over by the power plant and the guy started arguing with my husband. He was like, don't disrespect me. The guy jumped in, attacked my husband, and they started fighting. So we opened the elevator doors, they were on the ground rolling around and subsequently, he broke his neck and became paralyzed. So I went from having an athlete husband to a man who was a paraplegic, who was paralyzed on one side and one side could work. The one side that worked decided to hit me. So I was bathing him, feeding him, carrying my bag to wash him, working, paying all the bills, and he decided to start to drink and get high. At the time, cocaine was big, and I was paying for everything. So God healed him. I said, let's just have faith because Jesus can heal you. So we prayed and it just didn't happen. So let's just try one more time. And we did, and his fingers started to move. And his toes started to move. So let's call the doctors in, he went to rehab, and he regained movement. He could start walking, but he could not play anymore. So he started to smoke cocaine and drink alcohol, and it got really bad, and it was all my fault. And I allowed him to beat me for over a year. It got to the point where I lived in a closet with my son. He said, if you come out this closet, I will kill you. So I stayed in that closet for a weekend. My son couldn't change his pampers. I was scared to but I stayed. I didn't know what to do. And I knew if I told my parents, my family, they wouldn't like him anymore. So I kept it to myself. But only one day I said, Trey, I can't live like this. It's not healthy for my son. It's not healthy for me. So he was gone for like a whole night because people get high, they stay out all night. And he came home the next morning and I was like, well, let me cook you breakfast. Let me try to fix this, you know. So I was upset because he'd been missing. I called the hospitals, the police stations, didn't know where he was. And long story short, he said it was my fault. He threw the food on the floor and smacked me. When he hit me, I couldn't see, so I dropped my 6-month baby on the ground. And I said, I can't do this. I don't love me, but I love my son more. So I called 911, the police came in, and I got scared. He said, if they lock me up, I'm gonna kill you. I said, well, I'm just gonna wait to see what happens. The police came and said, ma'am, come in the kitchen. So I went in the kitchen, he said, did he hit you? Because you got a black eye, because he hit me so hard my eye started to swell. I said, no, sir, it was the cabinet that hit me. So he said, no, you're not telling the truth. He said, face me, don't look at him. He said, lock him up. She said, he hit him. He locked him up. He said, I'm gonna kill you when I get out. He said, I'm going to take him because if I don't, I'm going to come back and you're going to be in a body bag. And I would have been. He was going to kill me. I got myself together. My father came with the drill and the pistol. He changed the locks, bagged the stuff up, dropped off the police, and I never looked back. But I'm here to say this. A lot of women go through this crap. And you can't let it happen. Not saying that black men are good, they're wonderful, but you got to love yourself. And you can't put all your faith in a man. You got to worry about yourself sometimes, especially being a single parent. You can't, because what you do in front of these kids, they're going to do to their wives. And I had a son to consider. And I didn't want him to grow up to be an abuser, because hurt people hurt. You know what I'm saying? So if there's anything I can do to help you further your career, if your man is doing anything, call me anytime. And me and my girls will come get your behind. Because I'm telling you, it's not like this. People are dying every day, y'all. We got to love one another. But first, you got to love yourself. I hope that's a good answer, Mom. That's a great answer. The reason being is, even though everyone looks amazing and beautiful and we can mask things and we can put on these facades, what we call them smoke and mirrors, there's somebody who's going through that as we speak. It is what it is. I was going through that early this year. But on Instagram, you wouldn't know because I was lit. I'll tell y'all about that later. Malika, if you could tell your younger self, so what you would say, sir? What you would say, sir?
Hey, pretty girls. All right, so I have so many things that I would say to my younger self, because my younger self, she was off the chain, right? And I know sometimes we can see and look at people and see where they are today, and you can't even believe some of the things they experienced or where they used to be. So something happened to my younger self one time that changed me. At the time, I felt like for the worst. So one time I was on this date, and I was a young girl, but I was very, very grown and fast. I had my first daughter, my wife, when I was 15 years old. But right before that, I was brutally raped. I was brutally raped. I'm talking, I was bleeding, I was saying stop. I remember how the plastic smelled on a couch. I remember the aroma. I remember the scent. Everything. I remember it. I was brutally raped. And when it happened to me, my lower self emerged. And I called her Malika. And Malika had went away for a minute. And so Malika, she began to look at men and say, oh, they don't love me. They don't want to love me. All they want to do is violate my body. They don't love me. They're never going to see me for who I really am. So I'm going to start my own business. And I'm going to cut right to the chase. So when a guy try to holler at me, this is my price. Because you don't really want me to be your girlfriend. I know at the end what you want from me, so here's my price. So it begins to be an even exchange. And I was just running my own little business. I even had some girls underneath of me, teaching them a better way to violate themselves. Because I felt like what they was doing for free. So you can get this amount of money. And we're going to get this car and this condo and this house and this whatever. Right? So I can remember, and I wrote about this in my book, because I wanted the pretty girls to understand that I didn't just wake up like this. I didn't just become like this. I had to get broken and then get pieced together to get like this. So I wrote about this in my book, so I'm not ashamed of this anymore. I really came to grips with that and forgave myself for it. So I can remember when I started going on these dates and I was making so much money, sometimes it was scary. And then sometimes before a date, I would sit in my car and I would sing this song. It was a gospel song, and it was, what God has for me, it is for me. What God has for me, it is for me. What God has for me, it is for me. And I would sing. And what God has for me, it is for me. And I would sing. And I would cry. And then I would wipe my tears and go do what I had to do. So then one day I remember looking myself in the mirror, that young girl, that young self, that broken girl. And I looked her in the mirror and I said, you're a whore.